Hi beautiful people, April Mack here, coming to you live today to talk about a couple of things, but mainly about Facebook and how I wanted to share with you how in the last 4 to 5 months I have changed the way in which I use Facebook to grow my business, and I've been having amazing results. So I wanted to share some of those tips with you, and also to talk about my upcoming course that you might be interested in, where I go into a lot more detail about what I've done and how it's changed things for me and how it's growing my business. I'm making more money, which is awesome, and I am attracting more people, like-minded people are coming to my page and seeing the work I do and engaging with my posts. And it's been such a beautiful thing, and I wanted to share that knowledge with other people. So hey to anyone watching, welcome, hello, anyone watching. And also if you're watching on a replay, can you just hashtag replay, leave a comment so I know you were here. And yeah, if you found it useful, let me know. And please do comment as we go. It's always nice to make these lives a conversation rather than just me talking to myself. But also I understand if you have to go, so don't worry about that. So I'm actually running a course next week which starts on Monday, and it's called Facebook Nailed It, because it's all about nailing Facebook. And so I've been using Facebook in my business for a long time, but I have not used it effectively. And it's only really been in the last 4 to 5 months that I have changed the way I use it, and it has totally changed my business. And so that's what I want to share with people in my course next week. But I'm just also going to share a little bit of that today. I'm just going to move the camera because the light is really not working for me right now. It's probably not working that well there either. Getting lots of shadows. I don't like shadows. That might be a bit better. Is that better? Anyway, so yeah, let me just have a look, gather my thoughts for a second. So the course starts on Monday, and I'll give you all the details at the end of this session. But really what I want to talk about is that previously I didn't use, I kind of had a business page on Facebook, but I wasn't getting any engagement. I wasn't getting many likes. And I wasn't, really getting people interested in what I was doing through Facebook. It was through other channels that I was getting interest. And so then in the last 4 months, I learned how to use it properly, and it's totally changed the game. So some of the things that I've done, and that I'll go into a lot more detailed level with in the course next week, is I have made my personal page public. So I used to just have my personal page for my real friends and my family, and I would use it for that. And then I was taught a different way where I could make my personal page public and use it really as another channel for my business. And I was a bit dubious about doing it and a bit worried about what would happen if I did, but it has totally changed the game for me, and it's allowed people to find me from all over the world, people to find me that wouldn't have found me otherwise. So once you make your page public, and there's some things to think about before you do it. I'm not saying it's for everyone, but if you're prepared to do it and ready to do it, and you're prepared to curate your feed and go back through all the posts that you've already done and check which ones you're happy to be public and which ones you're not so happy to be public, and you can change the settings on those, then what you'll find is your reach and your ability to grow will accelerate really, really quickly. And you basically then start using your personal profile. You don't use it to sell. I'm not suggesting you sell from your personal profile, but it allows people to get to know you a lot quicker. And if your business is one that, people are buying you as part of the service, like you're a big part of the brand, which is the case for me and my brand, then really considering allowing your personal page to be public, it's definitely worth considering. And so in the course next week, I will talk to you about all the things you need to consider when you're doing that, and ways to make sure that you feel comfortable doing it, and things to do that will make sure you don't do the wrong thing by Facebook. Because if you start selling from your personal page, Facebook can shut your profile down, which we absolutely don't want. But if you do things above board and do them in the right way, it's totally fine to talk about your business from your personal page and to be proud of it and to share it, and to use your personal page as a way of letting people into your life to the parts that you're happy for the public to know about. So the people who are in my DIVA membership, which is Divinely Inspired Valiant Action Takers, I've got a monthly membership program. Those people, I've just done a live in that group all about the ins and outs of making your personal page public. So that's the sort of thing you get if you come in and join us in DIVA. I'm just going to shift this again because it's really, no, that's no good. We're going to move. Sorry, guys. Bear with me as I move because the lighting, it keeps changing through the window. There we go. That's a bit better, I think. Still quite a lot of shadow. So that's one technique that I've used. The other thing is like creating posts that are shareable. It's another fantastic technique to grow your following. So when you do a post, it's really useful to think about the messaging in the post and whether somebody reading it would find it so useful that they would want to share it with someone else. If you can come up with posts like that from time to time, that is going to increase your reach, because you're saying something in a way that other people just find so helpful that they have to share the message. So if you can think of ways to do that, either doing it on a live or doing it via a post, then that's a great way to increase your reach. And people will either tag in a friend and say, hey, you've got to check this post out because it's just so useful, or they might even share it on their page if they think it's worth sharing. So that's another technique that I've used that you can do in social media. And all of these things, they don't cost any money. Okay, so you can get growth and organic reach without doing Facebook ads. So my approach in the last 4 months has not been to use Facebook ads, but to use other non-paid techniques to increase my reach and growth. And it really has changed everything. So my Facebook page going public, I would say, would be the number one thing that has increased my rate of growth. And thinking of shareable posts and having people start sharing my posts, I never really thought about that before. And since I did, and I really put some intention and thought behind my posts and thought, what can I say and say it in a way where it's really going to be valuable to people, that has changed things for me as well. So those are two techniques. I'm just trying to think offhand of anything else. The other thing in your Facebook, both your personal profile and your business page, it's really worth going back and having a look at your little blurbs, the bios. It's the biography of your page, your personal page. And then on your business page, you'll have an about, it's called your about section, about you, I think, or your story. Making sure that they are up to date and really help people get to know you quickly and know what it is you do, know what it is you stand for. That's also really useful. So, because if you've opened up your personal profile to public, you're going to have people landing on your page who don't know you. And they don't know what you do. They've never met you, and they haven't had the chance, like some of your Facebook friends who've known you a long time, they already know what you do. Whereas people just landing there, you want them in a really quick snapshot, in a quick second or two, to be able to go, right, that's what she does. Oh, she's a business coach. Oh, and she talks about the divine. Oh, she's not for me, or yes, she's for me. So that's what I have started doing as well, is being very clear on what I stand for. And so that people can land on my page and say yay or nay very quickly. And I'm more than happy for some people to say nay or no and just disappear because I don't want to work with people or have people following me who don't like my stuff and who don't genuinely, you know, agree with what I have to say. Like if I was standing here on my page or sitting here, because I'm sitting here and not talking openly and authentically, and I was, you know, projecting had a mask on and was pretending to be a certain way just so that people would follow me, then that would mean I'd get people following me and they wouldn't be the right people for me. So I've made a real point over the last few months to be very real, very honest, very authentic, and then the right people are attracted, and the people who don't want what I have to offer and don't really get me and don't resonate with me, they unfollow me, and that's a good thing. That is a really good thing. If you get people unfollowing you, it means you're probably showing enough of who you really are and what you're here to say that you're going to get more authentic followers. And so the course that I'm running next week as well is all about how to get good levels of engagement from people who genuinely want your stuff. You don't want just your friends, your mum and dad, or, you know, the people who know you commenting on your stuff saying, yeah, I love that, April. You want people who want to buy what you've got to offer. Otherwise, what are we doing on here? Yeah, and I'm assuming that if you're watching me, you're someone who's got a business and you use social media in order to promote it. If you don't, then this message is probably not for you. So if you are using it for that, then, you know, you've really got to be quite intentional about the way you use it. And what I see is people who have potentially thousands of followers. I've seen many pages where there are thousands of followers, even up to tens of thousands, and they don't even get a single like on a post, not even a comment or a single like. Or sometimes they get 1 or 2 likes. And you can see that they've put all this effort into creating a post and then they're not getting any engagement. Now, the reason for that is because they haven't got followers who genuinely want what they are offering, because they may have used a technique to increase their following so that they've got the numbers, but they haven't got the right people, the people who actually want what they're offering. So you might think, well, why should I learn this from you, April? You don't have a massive following, right? So I don't. I've only got, on my Facebook business page, I have got about 400 followers. It's tiny, absolutely tiny. But the level of engagement is high when you look at the statistics, and the percentage of engagement of that is high for me, and it's high in terms of it's people who want what I offer and who will buy from me. So it's people like that are commenting. It's not people who just know me because they went to school with me, you know. It's not people like, it's not my mum. Thank God. So even though I've only got a small following, it's an engaged following. So that's what you really want, is to get really good engagement. Not just good engagement, but engagement from people who really like your stuff and who will buy from you. That's ultimately what you want. So these are the things I'm teaching in my course next week, and I'm so excited about it. So the course is only available though if you join my DIVA program. So DIVA, for those who may not have heard about it, DIVA is my course for divinely inspired, valiant action takers. That's what DIVA stands for. And it's a monthly membership program. You come into a private Facebook group with me and another bunch of beautiful divas. There's a few in there already, like, you know, there's about 9 of us already. And it's a growing group, and it basically you pay for as long as you find it useful. And in that group, I offer coaching within the group. I offer courses like the one I'm running next week on Facebook, and I do weekly trainings on anything to help you grow your business, to help you grow personally and get through any mindset shifts you want to get through, and also spiritually. So it's kind of a bit of a mix I guess it's got a business flavored focus in terms of strategies to help you grow your business. That's really what the focus is. But we can't, you know, those of us who are here to make a difference in the world, we can't grow our business without also growing personally. So I have a real passion for personal growth and for really getting through any mindset shifts that you need to in order to put yourself out there and be the face of your business. Because when we're in businesses that are here to make a difference, it's really part of us, and so we kind of have to get out of our own way in order to put it out there. So I work with people around those areas so that they can feel confident and, you know, really offer their gifts into the world in a way that feels totally aligned with their soul. I'm so passionate about that aspect too. I'm not in business just for business sake, and it's not just about money. For me, the money is like, you know, the icing on the cake. Of course, we all need the money, but really running a business that feels aligned with my soul is what I'm about, and I help other people achieve that in their businesses as well. So again, the sun is getting in my eyes. I just can't get it right today, can I? I'm still going to move it. That's still no good. Sorry. Righto, so I think that's pretty much what I want to say. So just if you want to know more about DIVA and you want to join that Facebook group, DIVA is $55 for the very first month. It's a trial month, and you can sign up by clicking the Learn More button at the top of my Facebook page. And you after that, it's $111 per month, and you only stay as long as it's serving you. So at the moment, it's an awesome time to join, because for $55, you get the Facebook Nailed It course next week, and you also get a minimum. It's every week I do a training inside DIVA. I do a live training, and it's all recorded, so if you can't make the lives, you just catch them up. And I offer lots of support, and as well, you become part of a like-minded community of other women who are doing amazing things, and we all support each other. So it's pretty awesome value for $55 for the first month. You can't really go wrong. If you come in and it's not your thing, I'm sure you'll learn a lot in that first month, and then you can just duck out. So, but I'm pretty sure if you came in, you'd probably stay. That's how confident I am about what it is I do. And if you are feeling like you need more information, you can feel free to personal message me and I can give you a bit more info. Otherwise, just click the link at the top of my page and you'll find out all the details. Our opening ceremony, actually, our official opening ceremony is this afternoon. So if you were interested, jump on to the link at the top of my page today before 4 o'clock Australian Eastern Standard Time, and you can be part of our opening ceremony. Wouldn't that be awesome? So we kick off at 4 o'clock. Facebook Nailed It is next week, starting on Monday at, I believe, 9:30 in the morning. I think our first session is. So I hope to see some of you there. And please feel free to leave a comment if you're watching on replay. Otherwise, I'll see you online soon. Take care. Bye for now.